Last video we made the create new category and we made the order of the categories sorted. Now I want to make the delete button and the edit button. So we just go ahead and add delete here. Just copy the same as add and menu categories.xml. So it's menu delete. Same menu action delete. And I also want to edit, so I need to download the edit XML. So just go to Android, material icons. Mode edit, SVG. Then I'll go for Android and fragments. No, this one we are done with. SVG to vector. Okay, here we have it. So just go and make this file new. I see menu action edit. And I'll copy the code for it, paste it, change the color to white. Then we can add the edit also. Edit, okay. So when we run it now, we will have add, edit and delete button on the top. Now here they are, very cool. So when you press edit, something should happen. Categories fragment. So I just want to make some comments here also. These are the fragment variables. Necessary for making fragment run. And I want to have I want to number everything here. I know where is what, because I'm using too much time looking for things. Fragment variables, and this is the constructor. And the constructor is necessary for having a fragment as class. This is blah blah blah, don't care about this. So this is static new instance, so you're creating fragments. And this is our onCreate. Oh, I pressed the insert button. Where is insert? Oh, this is the worst button ever invented. Where is that insert button? Oh, here it is. Oh my god, yeah. So it's fine, it's the onCreate. And what do we use it for? We set the title. Then we have onActivityCreated. And what did we use that for? Set run methods when started. And set menu or action toolbar menu items. So I think we can actually move the set title also to onActivityCreated. Just want to try it. If we can, then we can place this longer down. Yeah, we actually can. This is like non-important. Do not edit. Okay, so we have onActivityCreated method, onCreatedView, and the onCreatedView sets main view variable to the view, so we can change view. In fragment. And we have the set main view, it's for changing view. In fragment. So I'm feeling we get a much better overview now. And then we have onCreate options menu. Create an action icons on the toolbar. And then we have the cube insert button. On option selected item. So this is for action item clicked on. Menu. And then we have our own methods. And then we have a fragment method. Methods that we don't need to edit. So I think we have a bit better overview now. So now I want to make something happen for the plus and the trash bin. So let's go for plus. Now for the edit. There should be a method edit category. And we have action delete. There should be method delete category. Okay. So here's create category, so we need to underneath there make a delete category. No, edit category. And we want delete category. Okay, so the first thing I was thinking of is when we get to this main category view, we don't need edit and delete. So we are here in populate list. And we are here, we have something called parent ID. So remove or show edit button. So if the parent ID dot equals to 0, then we should remove edit button, else show edit button. So if we are here, we should not be able to edit or delete, but if we have clicked on one, then we should be able to edit or delete it. Okay, then we just need the menu item. And it is in menu categories, so I think we can get the item here, action edit. And it's an item. I don't know if this will work, but we will try. Import menu item edit equals to item get activity find view by ID r.id. And the ID was action edit. Okay, that didn't work. Just 1 second, I will just Google this. So I have found one here, private menu item, menu item. So I think we have to go to our top. And add it as class variable. And it's menu item and it's called edit, menu item edit. And we'll make one for delete also. And these are action buttons on toolbar. And so we have to go to on create options menu. So I hope we have that one. I'm not sure that we do. Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's see what we are doing here. Menu inflator. So let's try to write something here. Menu item edit. equals to this line here, linear Okay, let's try to do this method then. Okay, menu inflator dot inflate. And we have already done this. Menu F, I don't know what menu F is. Yes, I think we have to inflate the menu on a different method. So let's make a menu inflator. And it should get the menu inflator here. Activity, get menu inflator, inflator R menu layout. Like this. So I think that menu item edit equals to menu R dot action edit. So that worked. So this is for inflating menu, and then we need to assign menu items to variables. So we want to edit and we want to delete. Action delete. And we want to hide them in default. Menu item edit dot is visible false. We need to make a boolean. I'll just call it visible. And set that to false. Okay, so very difficult this. Oh, so it's set visible. And the same with delete. So now we should be able to actually hide the two icons, the edit and the delete. Yeah, and they're hidden now. So just keep this in the populate list. So if we if the parent ID equals to 0, then we want to hide them. Else we want to show them. So let's try this. And make this to my to-do list also. Okay, categories. Oh, it has stopped working. Let's try to remove this then. So I'm thinking maybe you cannot hide them if they're already hidden. So let's try to check if they're hidden. If a menu item edit is visible, then try to hide them. I think this was the error, because it wasn't visible. So we're trying to hide something that is already hidden. No, it was not that. Okay. Does it really matter? Is visible equals to false? Or should be true? But we already tried true. Okay, but let's just comment this away now, because we managed to do what we wanted. And let's go to our edit category and make it a text. We want to edit. And then just set a link to short, show. So when we click the edit button, we should get a message that we want to edit. You want to edit. So let's find out what we want to edit. And we have already done that. No, we have not done that yet. So we need to do that. So we need to go to our on options and item selected, and we need to do something with the ID. No, it's not the ID either. Somehow we need to know that we are inside this category. So I think we need to make a new class variable. Folder for buttons on toolbar. So we make a private string. And we call it current ID. And we make a private string current name. So when we are on items clicked, we want to actually set the current name and the current ID. So current ID equals to, we have that ID there, over here. The current name equals to name. Then we can go to our delete, our edit, and just you want to edit current name. Let's try that. categories, A, you want to edit A. So let's go to make a form for, no, we already have a form. We have the create form, so we can use the create form. So create new category. I'll just copy the text here. We go to edit. So change the layout. Just write here that edit name equals to current name. Edit ID equals current ID. And I just want to print out ID also, so we know that we are the correct ID. So change layout. Fill the spinner. Just copy it the same for as the last time, and we want a submit button listener. We want the database, so we'll just run so we get the form first. Categories. So we add bread, edit. You want to edit bread, ID 1. Okay, let's go to categories again. And we find drinks, edit drinks, ID 9. So let's go to our database and see if drinks actually is number 9. So number 9, drinks, yes. So let's make something more challenging. So we'll go for bread and frozen bread rolls. Edit, number 4. Frozen bread rolls is number 4. So it works. So let's go back to our form. And fill name first. So edit text. Edit text name equals to edit text get activity dot find view by ID r.id dot edit text name. Is that correct? Edit text name dot set text to current name. So let's try that one. Categories, bread, edit, and we have bread. Okay, now we need to fill in the parent ID. And for that we don't have it, so we just need to ask the database for parent ID. So in our DB adapter, we have a cursor, we just call it for C. And we just want to have parent ID. So C equals to table name is categories, and the fields, and where the ID equals to current ID. And we want to make it a bit safe, so we make the current ID SQL equals to quote smart current ID. We'll send it that one. Okay. So the string of the parent ID equals to C get string 0. So let's try it. Some error somewhere. Because I'm using the same. So this can be fields C or something. Doesn't matter what you call it. So I just want to have a toast message with the current ID now. Bread parent is 0, that is correct. So everything underneath bread should have the parent of 1. Parent is 1, so it works. So now I want the parent to automatically appear here. So if bread is the parent, then bread should be the one selected. So I'll just make that as a note in my to-do list also. Select spinner. We'll just search for it. Let's select the spinner item. This is the code for it. Okay, so so we make an this is the poplet spinner, and we have to select spinner item. This is the parent to current ID. So spinner parent set selection, and the index is now the so I think we will call this current parent ID, and we have to convert it to an integer. String to int. in parent ID equals to current parent ID, and this should be the one we selected. Category spread edit. Nothing is selected because it is the parent. Next one, bread frozen, and it is, yeah, okay, so it chose this one because this is number 1, but bread is of course not number 1, but it has the ID of number 1. So let's make some changes now. Let's change the int parent ID to the int current parent ID. And somewhere we looped through everything, convert cursor to string. This is moved to next. So if the cursor number 0 dot equals the string current ID, then we have the correct current ID. So with the int correct parent ID, yes, and you just set it to 0. So if it's this one, then we'll set it to the X. Okay, let's try this again. So it first guessed that it's the parent, and if it's equal to some of the ones in the for loop, then we'll set it to that one instead. So let's try parent. Yes, it's went to parent. Let's write the special bread, and it's on bread. The certain baking. Yeah, it's a parent ID, so it's correct. The certain baking biscuit. The certain baking. So now we can just make a listener for the button. Yeah, here we have it. Submit listener. Where were we? Edit category. And we want to make edit category submit on click listener. So we'll make that method. Edit category on submit on click listener. On click. And it's a public void. So here we'll just do the same as we already did. So just copy everything from the create, new category on submit, because everything is the same. The only thing is different is actually this db.insert. This is the only thing that's different. Let's try to run the code now. Just see that everything works. So print, save, category created. You might have to change as saved. Okay, so let's go to db adapter. Just want to see if I have the update. Yeah, here's the update. db.update. Table categories. Next one is primary key. So it is the string current ID SQL equals to db smart current ID. So the primary key is the current ID. No, the primary key is not the current ID. Primary key is ID. And the current ID has to be converted to a long. So I wonder if I have it. String to double, long to int. Double to int, no I don't have it. So I need to write that also into my to-do list. String to long. So we'll just go to string to int and see how that is done. So we'll just try to make one. So long current ID long equals to long current ID equals to long dot no. There's nothing there. So just Google and write string to long. Long.parse long, but that's not very complicated. Current ID. And we don't have the code smart for long, so I need to make it. Let's make that also in my to-do list. So strange that it's actually I parsed it to long and it said it's double. So long t equals to 5 or 2. Just try to put in t here. Okay. That didn't work very well. It says double here, so strange. Public, okay, public long. Should be public long quotes mark, okay. Now I understand it. So we were on the ID, and ID was current ID. And what I wanted to update was field with the value. And the field name is category name. I want to update it with string name. So let's try that one first, and if this works, then we can do the parent ID also. So let's take A and make it lots of B instead. Oh, and we have B here. So okay, category name works, category parent, ID. Let's update that one also. Categories, B, so let's make B underneath bread. Save. So B is long gone, underneath bread is B. So we can move it to parent again. And now B is here. Okay, so this was very easy, so let's just make a delete. For delete we want a new layout. New layout source file, categories, delete. And here we just want to have a text and 2 buttons. Just want to copy the text from the design in this one. We can make more pad or more margin. So margin top was it 12 we used last time? I think it was 12. Yeah, 12. So we get a bit more margin. So just copy everything here into delete. Text view, categories, delete message. And we need a string. delete. To show you how to delete. We don't need spinner here. And it's just a blank text. And then we'll make a categories, button categories, and we'll make button categories confirm delete. And we'll make a string for, I think we already have it. Delete, yeah. So are you sure you want to delete? And we have a delete. And we can have another button for abort or something like that. Cancel. Yeah. So then we have cancel and then we have delete. So let's move the table layout down to the buttons. Are you sure you want to delete? Cancel and delete. Let's make margin to top also. This is text. And these are the buttons. So are you sure you want to delete, cancel, or delete? Or we can have confirm delete. Oh, let's just make it delete. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll just copy code from this one, from the edit category. And we'll change the sign to delete. Don't need to go into the database. But we need a submit button list now. And button cancel. So button category is cancel. So it's delete. Category submit on, but it's not submit, it's cancel on click submit. So we have to make that method. And then we need to make the same for the submit. The delete one, and it was named confirm delete. Public void. So the first one was delete cancel on click. So I think we just want to load the design again. and if you press delete, then we actually have to do something. So we'll just have to go to our TV adapter, select, update. So we don't have delete here, so we need to go to my website for getting delete. So it will be number 12. Delete wrong row ID, and we need table, string, table, string primary ID, primary key, and it equals the row ID. So here we only need to take primary ID, current ID, and make it to an SQL. So we need to open database connection. Database, and then we need to close it. db.delete categories, and the primary key is ID, and we want to send in current ID SQL. Close database. Then we want to give a message that the category was deleted. Make text, get activity, category deleted, length long dot show, then move to then correct design. Okay, so this is our delete. Categories, PBB, we want to delete that one. Are you sure we want to delete? Yes. Category deleted. So let's delete cereals. Are you sure we want to delete? Category deleted. So we can delete a lot of things. And we want to try the cancel, and then we get back here. So I'm not sure what we want to do when we actually go into this one, because there are no subcategories. And we are 1 hour into this video, so I think we'll just leave it for now.